Hello and welcome to today's second video from Cracking the Cryptic, and I'm going to be having a go at a converging arrows Sudoku. Now just before I do that, for UK residents, do be aware that Sam Kappelman-Lyons is on countdown at the moment. Sam is a former UK teammate of mine in the UK Sudoku team, possibly future as well. He is a brilliant compiler who we've featured regularly on the channel, and he's the guy who developed this software that we're using, so he's very important to us. And we discovered a couple of days ago that he had appeared on Countdown. The rule is that you can stay on if you win for a total of a maximum of 8 times. I watched his first couple of games, the third one's today. I have no fears in predicting that you have 5 more episodes you can watch him in, starting on Monday. He's phenomenally good at Countdown, is part of the point of what I'm saying. So it's well worth watching. He blows my mind. So have a look at that if you can. I don't think it's available in foreign territories. Sorry about that. Now, let's turn to this puzzle, which is from Phoenix0589, who sent us a puzzle before. I remember doing a video on it and I enjoyed it a lot, so I'm looking forward to this one. The rules are, as well as normal Sudoku rules, we have some arrow Sudoku. Now, the standard rule in arrow Sudoku, which does apply, is that the digits along the arrow add up to the number in the arrow. Now, we have 3 wrinkles effectively here. The first is that some of these arrows converge and share numbers. Well, that's simple enough. So whatever numbers are here are in these totals with those numbers. However, the fletches of these arrows, and I think Phoenix is using some very proper toxophily terms here. So the circles at the end of the converging arrows, there's 3 sets. In each case, they form a consecutive trio, not necessarily in order, but these 3 numbers must be consecutive. But not in order. Okay, so the third wrinkle is this arrow, this circle here, which is not a circle, obviously, it's a ellipse or pill perhaps, and that is possibly intuitively a 2-digit number that sums those 7 digits, read in order. So there we go, that is the rules of the converging arrow Sudoku. Do have a go on the link below the video. I'm going to try it now. Let's get cracking. So how do we start this? Okay, well, these arrows add up. They're adding 3 digits each, or these circles are adding 3 digits each. I was about to say that therefore they're all at least 6. Suddenly I'm realizing that's not necessarily the case. It is the case for those arrows, and also for that one and that one. So those ones are 6, 7, 8 or 9. Why is it not the case for this one, say? Well, in this case, this number and this number can be the same. So this doesn't have to be at least 1, 2, 3. They could both be 1s, and this could be as little as 4, which is very confusing. There's no rule against arrows having numbers repeating. There's just normal Sudoku rules. So I don't think that deduction is quite, I'm not sure if it's worth putting in 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. Sorry, I left out 5 because for these 2, it can't be a 5. I don't know, that's strange. Okay, but for these 2, now let's remember that second rule, that the arrows, the fletches of the arrows have to be a consecutive sequence. So this lot is either 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. That 5 would interrupt it if one of these was a 4. So that is predictable. So now in this column we have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple. The other cells must be 1, 2, 3 or 4. Doesn't work so well elsewhere. And I'm prepared to bet that somewhere we do have at least 1, 4 or 5 in these, just to make sure that we're doing it properly. Where do we go next? Oh, well, let's have a look at the pill thing. Now, 7 cells could add up to 28, but they would need the 2 in them to add up to 28 or 29. So that's not a 2. Could be a 3. Could it be a 4? 41? No, because if these added up to 41, plus the 4 and 1 of 41 would make 46, which is too many for the 9 digits which add up to 45. So that would only get worse if this was 42, 3 or 5. So that is a 3. Number in the grid. Hurrah. So if this was 39, then these would add up to 39 plus 3 plus 9 is 51. That's far too high. 38, you're adding it twice. So 38 would come down to 49. So it must be 36. Yeah, 36 plus 3 is 39 plus 6 is 45. So that row adds up to the right number. That can't be a 3. That can't be a 6, which is a bit more interesting. These can't be a 6. Now that's much more interesting. They now, because they're consecutive, they have to be 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's good. My prediction about there definitely being a 4 or 5 has come down to 2 cells and is not looking great. Okay, well that's good. Oh, look at this one. Oh, that's quite interesting. This can't be 9 because of the 3 and the 6 in the box. If this was 9, these 3 digits would have to be either 1, 2, 6, which uses a 6, 1, 3, 5, which uses a 3, or 2, 3, 4, which uses a 3. So that's not 9. These are either, they can't be 1, 3, 4. So they're either 1, 2, 4, making 7, or 1, 2, 5, making 8. So 3 is somewhere up here. Nowhere else for it in the column. Don't know about these yet. Oh, well, yeah, no, hang on. These must contain 7 and 8, mustn't they? Because it's a sequence. So that does not contain 7 or 8. So this is either 6 or 9. The 9 can't have a 5 in it, so it's either 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6, or 2, 3, 4. So 7 and 8 are in these cells somewhere. Don't think that helps. Now what can the... Oh, yes, I see. These cells cannot be... Even given the rule that I've said about there can be repeated digits, there and there, or there and there, these can't be higher than 6. Even if this is 9, 6 there will require 2 and 1 there. That's the maximum. Okay, so now we've got a brilliant sextuplet on the arrows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 6 cells. These others must be 7, 8, and 9. This arrow is adding up, if you like, 1 cell, so that is the same. So what these 3 little arrows mean is that cell is the same as the arrow cell is the same as the circle. Now can we, these have to contain a 5, don't they, because there's no 5 there because of the 5 there. And if they contain a 5, they can't contain 1 or 2 and be consecutive. It's either 3, 4, 5 or 4, 5, 6. Now, does this have to be 1 and 2? I don't think it does, weirdly. If this was 3, 1, that could be 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and that works fine. So these are from 1, 2, and 3, and they definitely include a 1, but they don't have to be 1 and 2. I think that's right. Now these are a sequence. They don't include 3 or 7, so they are, yeah, they're 4, 5, 6. That's definite. Okay, well, that's good. These must be 1 and 2 because the 6 must go with the 9, the 5 with the 8, and the 4 with the 7, and they both need 3 more. So 1 and 2 is right there. Now this is 6 or 9. If it's 6, these would have to be 7, 8, 9 as well. If it's 9, I don't know, they'd have to include a 6. But they could be a different sequence. Now these have to be consecutive and they don't include a 5. So they can't be 6, 7, 8, that's too many. So they're either 2, 3, 4 or 1, 3, 2. And if these are 1 and 2, fine, then this can be low. 3 could be as low as 4 to 6, yeah. That is possible if this is 9. It's very hard to decide. Now how high can these be? I suppose if this was 1, 2, 3 minimum and this was 9, 8, 7, these could add up to 6, which I wasn't really expecting. Oh, hang on. 7, 8, 9 trio, 4, 5, 6 trio. This is a 3, 2, 1 trio, and better than that, the only cell out of 3, 2, and 1 this can be is a 3, because it's adding 2 cells that are in the same box. That must be a 1 and 2. That's a 1, 2 pair, so this isn't 1 or 2. And it could still be 3 there, 2, 1, so we're not quite clear on that yet. Does it mean 3 and 4? No, 3 has to be in that row though, so this isn't a 3. 3, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 6. Don't know quite what that is. This is a surprising puzzle. It's just not intuitive to me, like so many that I've been doing lately. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be 7, 8, or 9, or 6, or 5 from what's in its column and row. So that's 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we've got a quadruple in row 2. So this is a 6. That helps considerably, because now this is a 6, 2, 1 trio, making 9. We can take 9 out of those cells. That's 8, 7, 6. We can take 6 out of those because it's appeared up there. This is 3, 4, or 5. So this is 1 and 2. And now we've got a 1 and 2 pair in the central box. This can be no lower than 3. If that was a 3 and this was a 1, that's 4. These could still be 1, 2, 3, making these 5, 6, 7. They don't include a 9, we know that. They must include a 6 now, which doesn't seem very helpful or interesting, but I'm going to note it. That's going to put a 6 over here. No, not here, because that's a 4, 5, 6 triple. That puts a 6 in this cell, and therefore in this one. So that's not a 6. Still wrestling with the fact that this could be 6, 5, 4. 3 I've put there as the lowest possible thing, but let's go up to 5, just in case. That can't be 6, so this can't be 9, because you're adding 3. Yeah, I think this might come down to some careful marking. Okay, this can't be 3 because of that 3. So this can't be 3 higher at 6. So if we manage to eliminate 6 out of one of those, we've really got something. But I can't do that yet. 1 and 2 there. 1 and 2 there. I don't know if this almost has to be 1 or 2. Imagine if this was 3 or 4, then the minimum here is 7, and these would have to add to 8, 9, and 10. Okay, this has to be 1 or 2, which gives us a 1, 2 pair. That can't be 1 or 2. In fact, we had a 1, 2 pair to rule that out already. Is that 1, 2 pair helpful? Right, here, this can't be 7, 8, 9 or 6. Now it can't be 1 or 2, so it's 3, 4 or 5. 5, 6. So this is either 4, 3, 2 or 3, 2, 1. So 3 and 2 are being used in this set, and they're not in this one, which is 1 or 4. Does that mean this can't be 1, 4, 2? No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. It could be a 2, 4, 1 triple. Okay, don't make false conclusions. That's just even going to get worse than we would be. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 triple, and we've put in 5, 6. So these other three are 7, 8, and 9. 4, 5, 6 triple, looking at that. So that's 1 or 2. If that was 1, this would have to be 1. If it's 4, then that has to be 8, because that's a 2, 5, 1 set. Not sure what use that is. 1, 2 pair there as well. So I can take 1, 2 out of a couple of cells. Oh, so that is 4 or 5. Now, this must be 1 or 2 then. Yeah, it can't be another 4 or 5. So we've got a 1, 2 pair in the box, in the row. 1, 2 pair in the row there. 1, 2 pair in row 8 there. Where's the 1, 2 in row 9? Got to be there and there. So we can do that. In fact, we've got a 3, 4 pair in the column. So that one is 1 or 2 as well. We're getting loads of 1, 2s. I'm getting tempted to colour them, just so I know where these 1, 2 pairs are ending up. Sorry about this. This may be unnecessary, but on the other hand, failing to colour can be a huge error too. So let's colour them orange for now. And we've got all of them in rows 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3. Oh, there's another one in row 1. So we've got one more to go in one of these cells. Has to be here. Yes, that's not 1 or 2. Okay, the colouring helped. That's good. So this one is 1 or 2. Now it's got to be a 2, 3, 4 triple. Yes. I'm just going to, first of all, I'm just going to put in box 3 where the last 2, oh no, I don't necessarily know. Can't be there or there. So they form a diagonal up here, but not using that cell, which can't be. Am I right? Yes, that was part of a 7, 8, 9 triple. So they must be those two cells, right. So all of these coloured cells are 1 and 2, and this, which one did I actually work out? I worked out one of them. Okay, I can work out that one, which can't be a 2. Why did I say it couldn't be a 2? I don't want to get this wrong now. Because we had a 3, 4 pair. It has to be a 1. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so 1 there. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 there, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Right, let us now whiten the rest. Oh no, I won't white. What do? I undo on the colour. Let's do that. If I white things out, I might suddenly lose circles or something like that I don't want to do. So, that didn't work. Okay, since none of these are in circles, I'm just going to highlight these cells and white them. Hopefully the new software will fix that. And this one is what I undid there. That's a 1. Right. So now this is 2, 3, 4, and it's adding on 1. 2 and 1 is 3, but I don't know whether this is 3, 4 or 5. So I don't know whether this is 6, 7 or 8. But it's got to be at least that. And these have to be higher. So they have to be 6, 7 and 8 because 9's gone in the row. Right. So there we go. That is 6, 7 and 8. Therefore this is a 3. unsurprisingly, the minimum value. So that fixes that as 4 and 3, 8 and 7 in that order. 9, 1, 8, 6, 7, 2. So this is 3, 4 or 5 obviously. So is this, no, not 5 there, that's 3 or 4. This is 4 or 5. So we've got 3, 4, 5 triple, so this is 7, 8 or 9. These two in this box are 5 and 9 are the ones we have left to fill in. So on that arrow it must be 5 or 9. Not as helpful as I hoped in the row. Right, 1, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 triple, 6, 7, 8 triple. Yeah, we kind of knew all that. Now that can still be 4 or 5 to make that 7 or 8. That's not very helpful. 6 there and 6 there. Regular Sudoku. 6 must go in one of those 3, and look at that one. We can place it, and indeed we can carry on because it can't be in those two, so it's there. And therefore here. Okay. Now 3, 1 plus 2, that's a 3. Yes. Still don't know about those pair. This one? No, not really. How about down here? Yes, we've got 7, 8, 9 triple, so at least this is from 3, 4, 5. Along with that, but I don't know whether that's 5 or 9, so I can't determine row 5, column 3 there. This is 7, 8 or 9 for the column. One of these is 7, 8 or 9 and the other one is 4 or 5, but I cannot decide that either. 3 there, can't be anywhere here. That 3 stops that one, so 3 is in one of those two cells. Wow, this puzzle's still keeping its secrets nicely. 2, 1, 2, 3, 6. That's the 6, right? 6 there and 6 there makes that one a 6. So this is the 9. And unsurprisingly, I'm still left 4, 5 pair, just like over there. 7, 8, 7, 8. Nines. Okay, no, not that useful. 8, 4, 1, 3, 6, 2. That could be 5 or 7. Now, over here, 7 would go with 4 and 8 would go with 5. So here it must be the same. If that one of those is 7, it's 4, and if it's 5, it's 8. Wow, how do we keep going? We've got so many 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 9 pairs. Lots of 4, 5 pairs, actually. Oh, whoa, 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 I'm thinking now. Not all. 6, 1, 2, 3. Not all 4, 5s are the same, is what I was going to say. Look as well. That 5, 9 pair means that's not a 5. No, that did not give me a 3, 4 or a 4, 5 pair. Oh, yes, I see. This is connected, isn't it? Right, because one of these two is 7 and the other is 8, that has a knock-on effect on these two cells. One of them is 4 and one of them is 5, but they're different because the 7 and 8 are different, and yet they're adding up 2 and 1 plus something to make them. So these two yellow cells are different. They are 4 and 5, and they're both looking at this cell. So that's not 4, that's 3. That's a lovely kind of, hidden pair. That's not 3. 3 is there. Let's get rid of the pencil mark. 4, 5 pairs. 3. These can't be 9s, can they? In fact, that means that can't be a 9. Okay, so 9 is now in box 4 in one of those two cells, and not, well, it never was there because of that 9. So that's a 7-8 pair. Oh, can I do that trick again anywhere? All these 7-8s, no, they're not here. 7-8s in line with that one, no, can't see how that helps. Four, 5, 9 must be down there somewhere. That's probably doesn't help to pencil mark it. Oh, this is annoying. What am I missing here? 6, 2, 1, 8, 4, 1, 3, 6, 2. I still can't believe I don't know which way around that is. Okay, so if that's a 4, that's a 4. That's not helping at all. It's something like this though. I bet there's another one somewhere that works in this way. Right, if that was a 7, that's an 8, that's an 8, that's a 7. Then you'd have 5 and 8 here. That's not helpful. Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way. Oh, if that's a 7, that's a 7. No, 7 is one of those. Oh, but if that's a 7, that's an 8, that's a 7. So now you'd have 4 here and 4 here. Is that better than 4 here and 4 here? It is something like this, isn't it? These. So I've highlighted the same ones. So if this is a 7, that's working all the way around the grid. Now that means that this is different from that. So this cell and this cell are different. They are 4 and 5, but they're different. What are they both looking at? They're both looking at that. 3, 7, 8, 2, 6, 1, and 4, 5 are both looking at it. That's a 9. That is a beautiful hidden pair. So that makes this a 5. Please tell me that's going to finish us off. I don't know that it is. Yes, it is, because that fixes this 4, 5 pair. So we can put in 7 and 8. Now, I can, since I worked my way round 2 there, I can obviously work my way back. 8, 8, 7, 7. So I was actually highlighting the right 7s for what that's worth, which is nothing. 5 and 8 here. 9. That's a lovely finish to the puzzle. Both of those hidden pairs. Brilliant. Really brilliant. Well done if you spotted them. You might well have done it quicker than I did, but that's good work. Now these aren't 7, they're 8 and 9, so they've got to be that way around. Still don't know about the 5 and 4, but that's a 3 now. 7 and 8 to go in down here. This one completes the column. That's a 9. That fixes 7, 9. That fixes 7, 8. 5 and 4 to go in down here. Still don't know which way round. That's 5 or 4. Oh yes, of course, this 7 has disambiguated the lot. No wonder I was getting a deadly pattern of 4s and 5s. Oh, and that 8 had to go in still. Brilliant. That puzzle has been great fun. Thank you very much to Phoenix 0589 for that one. I hope you enjoyed that, and happily I don't have much debt to Joe Wallach, who keeps complaining that if I do videos less than half an hour. Not quite sure why he feels entitled that I should do a full half hour, but I've done it today pretty much. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now, guys.